Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Biolab, and this is Vamsi here at Biolab, and in today's video we will be discussing the rest two classifications of animals based upon their excretory products that they excrete. And yes, we have started this excretory product classification already, and we have completed about the ammonotelic animals. Now tell me, what are ammonotelic first? Yes, they excrete NH3. They excrete ammonia, and I have already told you that this ammonia is highly toxic to the body. This is highly toxic. It is highly toxic and it has to be excreted. In order to excrete it, we require large amounts of water. Large amounts of water. Even though this ammonia is water soluble, it requires large amount of water in order to excrete this toxic material. So that is why there is an adaptation found only in aquatic animals, since they are present in abundant water medium. The aquatic animals are present in abundant water medium, so this type of organization or this type of level is only found in aquatic animals. But we terrestrial animals cannot afford to lose that much of water. We are not in a water abundant medium. We just take water from the oceans, we purify it and we drink it. For our drinking necessity only water is not enough, and we cannot afford to lose this much of water through urine. So that is why what we do is we convert this ammonia into something called urea, and then we excrete it. So now we are going slowly into today's topic. So that is ureotelic. Put the heading ureotelic. These ureotelic animals are mainly terrestrial animals, like mammals. Examples, you write mammals and humans. Mammals and humans. Now what do? We convert this ammonia NH3C not into ammonium ions. Ammonium ion conversion of ammonia is taking place in fishes, and they excrete those ammonium ions through gill. But here we convert this ammonia into urea, and this urea, interestingly, it is, please write this, it is mentioned in your NCERT. 1 lakh times less toxic than NH3. This is the interesting thing. So that is why we excrete urea, that is why we convert it. And since it is less toxic, we require less amount of water for its excretion. We use less amount of water for its excretion. So that is why we excrete this. And this cycle name is not present in your NCERT, but write it ornithine cycle. Ornithine cycle. Conversion of ammonia into urea is known as ornithine cycle. This is not present in your NCERT, but remember, it is urea is 1 lakh times less toxic than ammonia, and also urea requires less amount of water for its excretion than ammonia. So that is why we call these animals which excrete urea as their excretory product as uricotelic animals, and this process of excretion of urea is called as ureotelism. Okay, that is about this urean excretion. There can be a question appearing in an exam that why we are excreting urea rather by excreting ammonia. So they can also ask which nitrogenous waste requires the least amount of water. Then you have to opt uric acid. Why? Now I'll be telling you. Uric acid requires the least amount of water. Uric acid is the nitrogenous waste which requires the least amount of water for its excretion than urea. Urea requires less amount of water when compared to ammonia, uric acid requires less amount of water when compared to urea and ammonia. So that type of system is found in the animals which rotate in air. So 1 minute, let me choose some bird here. Okay, now birds are coming. If they get, so they was excrete these uric acid. They are moving continuously in air, and for their water they cannot come down, they cannot drink, and they cannot excrete, and that, they cannot even afford the water that we lose. So that is why what they do is they convert this ammonia into uric acid. They convert this ammonia into uric acid. So now put the side heading uricotelic. Interestingly, we are moving on to the last classification. Then we will be starting with the human excretory system. Like I'll be just giving you an introduction about the human excretory system. So, put the heading uricotelic. Uricotelism. Simply write this equation. Please do not mess up with all the passages writing sitting. Uric acid. Here, while discussing uric acid, we have to discuss its advantages. This uric acid is mainly excreted in the form of, so this can be asked, uric acid is mainly excreted in the form of pellets or paste. Have you ever seen the bird shit? Yes, I have. I hope I have drawn in the previous video. I do remember. I don't know, but I do remember. So please do not think it is like egg. It is not. So have you seen this? A bird shit. Have you experienced that? This is a bird shit. So in what form? Our concern is not about which shit is this, which bird shit is this, but our concern is only about in what form it is excreted. It is excreted in the form of paste. Birds excrete uric acid in the form of paste, but reptiles mostly excrete it in the form of pellets. See, lizards. Have you ever seen this lizard shit? Or it is something small, cylindrical like, and if you just smash it, unfortunately, please do not do it, some white color fluid comes out, and this white color fluid is your uric acid, and this is your pellet. So reptiles mostly, what they do, they excrete this uric acid in the form of pellets. So by doing this, the advantage is they conserve water. By doing this, they conserve water. So now the speciality of uric acid is requires least amount of H2O when compared to all other nitrogenous waste. NW means nitrogenous waste. You have to write this very important point, very important point. Please note it down. Please jot it down. Okay, jot it down. Not it down. Please jot it down and also note it down in your mind. Okay, clear? The point is very clear. I have already explained you that point, the meaning of that point. The point is very clear. Now, let us just make a comparison between the amount of water required between ammonia, urea and uric acid in the form of, decreasing order or increasing order. See, ammonia requires, NH3 requires the least amount of water, sorry. NH3 requires the more amount of water. Ammonia Okay, leave it. Come on, come to the list. Ammonia requires the more amount of water. The most of water is used in the excretion of ammonia. Next, urea. It is a comparatively less when compared to ammonia. Next, uric acid. This is the least amount of water requiring nitrogenous waste in order to get excreted. So this you in the whole lesson, like in the 1 and 2 videos, remember this. You can answer most of the questions regarding this topic. Remember this. You can answer most of the questions regarding this topic. What is this? Highest amount of water required. This one least. This is in middle. Humans belong to this. Birds belong to this. Aves and reptiles mostly, or reptiles, and also insects. Ammonia is excreted by aquatic animals. And also there is a small para which I have left because that is something a by heart and mug up like para. So what you do is in your NCERT in the introduction, the second page of the lesson, not the textbook, second page of the lesson, you'd be finding a big para on the starting or on the top of the page. You read it and make points like those are the excretory systems or excretory organs followed by different types of animals in animal kingdom. You make a note of those and you by heart it. If I have time, I will be posting it on the Instagram. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do it. Go to Instagram, search pkrishna.vamsi, and then you follow. Username is our channel's name, Biolab. Follow there. I'll be posting you that list. And this is Vamsi signing off. That is it for this video, and I have thought to start a human excretory system, but there is no time. Let us start freshly in the next section, guys. Okay. And this is Vamsi signing off from Biolab. And if you like the video, please hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel Biolab. And also thank you for those 2.2k subscribers. And this is Vamsi signing off. Have a great day for you guys. Thank you.